Hi, everyone. I don't know if there's anybody here, but I'm going to go ahead and get started a little bit early, or maybe I'm right on time. I hope everyone's doing well and has had a nice day today. It's been really, really warm. Thank God for air conditioning. So, what I'm planning on doing tonight is I'm planning on decorating some envelopes for my junk journals, and I use these as pockets to put like tags in for journaling, little note cards and things like that for journaling. And so that's what I'm planning on doing tonight. And as people hopefully come in, if there's something you guys want to talk about, a subject, go ahead and let me know. Also, I will be making, by folding an envelope like this, you could make a tuck spot, what I call, and it's a term that probably people that make junk journals are familiar with. I know that our dear Dolly also makes junk journals, so I'm sure she's familiar with a tuck spot. And so I also sometimes will do that with envelopes while I will decorate them, and they can be used here to put something in, but they can also be used in between here to tuck something in, which is how they get the name tuck spot. Or it could be back here and then in here. It's pretty much whatever you like to do with junk journaling. I feel like it is very, I would like to say that it's no rules. I mean, I know some people have different ways of doing junk journaling, but for me, I like to just do whatever I feel like. There doesn't need to be any right or wrong way to do things. Hi, Jeff. Hello. Hi, Trusted Art Lady. Chick. Hi. Nice to see everyone. Thank you, Chick. So, anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing. I was going to do something else tonight, but I decided not. And so this is what I've planned for tonight. I don't know how many I'll make. Sometimes I might make a few or one or two. It depends on. Sometimes I just like chatting with you guys. So I've put aside a few envelopes. Obviously, I can get some more if I want. I have these ones here. Just a few of them. Just your regular, envelope. And then this one is kind of a long one, like I was explaining before, that could be used and folded over this way. To use this as a pocket, and then you could tuck some things here or here. Of course, it would be, if this was your journal, you could attach it in there just halfway, and that way you have here to tuck something in. You could tuck something in here, and then the envelope part of it is also still useful. So I may do that with this one. Not sure yet which journal yet. If it's going to be for a journal that I've got halfway made already, or if it's going to be for one that I haven't even started yet. I like to make sometimes things ahead of time So that way I can just choose from my stash of things, tags that I've made, or these kind of, pockets or something, so that way they're ready to go into my journals. So, and that's just how I like to do things. I think every junk journal person, I don't want to call it junk journalist. That sounds funny, but a junk journaler, I don't know if there's such a thing as that, but a person that makes junk journals, I suppose everyone does theirs differently. So I do have these envelopes set aside. I also have, in this box here, I have a bunch of different flowers. I have a bunch of different flowers in here. I mean, it is literally full of silk type flowers, and then I have paper flowers. This is literally stuffed with them. And to go with that, some of them will need a center in the middle. So I have these also set out to the side to use as flower centers in the middle of the ones that need them, like these ones would. Sometimes I like to use brads, and I may do that as well. But I did put these to the side to be used. And then also, I've also put out to the side some stickers that I may want to use. I have all different kinds of stickers that could be used on them as well if I want. Some of these are fall themed, so I'm probably not ready to use those yet, but there's some other stickers in there as well. And I also have some decorative paper set to the side as well. I'm not sure what I want to use yet, but I do have some different papers set to the side that I can use, as well as I have this envelope full of embellishments. There's all kinds of tickets and butterflies and all kinds of stuff in here that can be used to decorate our envelopes, as well as I have some material, just so happens to be some denim material. And I also have some thinner paper to use. And I also put to the side some lace, some really pretty lace to be used if I want. And I also have this piece of faux leather to use. I just put a few different things out to the side just in case I want to use these items. I don't know. I may use some of them. I may use a few of them. I'm not sure. I may change my mind and use something else. Oh, I also have this embossed paper that is so pretty. See how it's embossed? It's really pretty with flowers. Very pretty. I need to check chat again to see if anyone's saying anything. I see that there's 4 people in here. Hello to anybody else that may have come in. So I'm probably going to just go ahead and get started. I'll try to, every once in a while, check chat. Oh, I forgot. I also have, I don't know if I showed that, I also have these smaller envelopes here. These smaller ones. These small little envelopes. So I am going to go ahead and get started. If anyone else is here, be sure to say hi. If there's lulls in me speaking, it's just because I'm concentrating, I guess. Inactive 1976. I'm not quite sure who you are, but hello. You seem to know who I am, so hello. I think I might know who it is, but I'll wait and see if you tell me. Hi, Carrie. I thought maybe it might have been you. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm trying to decide because likely if I'm going to be using this in a journal, I typically will glue this side down. This would be the side where you would, on a regular envelope, write to and from, put the stamp over here. This is like, the front. And but typically in a journal, I would put glue on this side and glue it down so that way it could serve as a, just a pocket inside of a junk journal. And so don't really want to worry about decorating this side unless, of course, you're going to use it for something else. But since I'm planning on putting it in a journal, I will be decorating this side of it. Mommy Mars, hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see all of you. Hello, Phil. So, what did everyone do today? Anything exciting? Yesterday, I was really tired. I had a doctor's appointment in Wichita. Afterwards, we did some shopping over at Aldi. But I don't know about the rest of y'all, but the heat, just from going in and out, of the car, from the heat to the air, from the heat to the air conditioning, from store to store, place to place you go to, it still will make you really tired and hot. Because it's like you're really, really hot because you're outside, and then you're going right into the cool, and my body doesn't seem to like the heat very much at all. And last night I ended up having like a reaction, I believe, from the heat. I had gotten a heat rash with like little blisters, and it was the weirdest thing because it was just on one arm. And at first I thought, well, maybe I, ate something that I'm allergic to or something like that. But it wasn't anything like that. I believe it was from the heat. I believe it was completely heat related. So, but I got up and I put some, I had put some stuff on it that had lidocaine in it because it was actually really itchy. And I put some stuff on it, and finally it did feel better. But it was feeling pretty itchy and horrible. And then I had all these little like water blisters. So, but I'm pretty sure it was from the heat. And it didn't really bother me after that. But I was really tired last night. I really didn't feel like, doing a whole lot. And I just, but I also, on the other hand, didn't really sleep very well last night. So, but I went ahead and I needed to get some medication delivered from Walmart. And I then went ahead and had a few grocery items delivered as well. Even though I did go to the store yesterday, I went to Aldi yesterday, but there was a few little things. I figured if they're already coming to drop off, medication, might as well, make it worthwhile of a trip, and and just have them deliver a few grocery items as well. So that's what I did. And tonight for dinner, we just had leftovers. We actually had Popeye's chicken last night for dinner. And we had a little bit of some leftovers left, enough for us for dinner. And so that's what we had for dinner tonight. Yeah, Walmart will deliver as long as they're certain medications they will not deliver. Like they won't deliver. I mean, this is going to be like, obviously they're not. They won't deliver. They won't deliver narcotics, which is, I totally get it because, somebody could take those. And so we wouldn't want that to happen. So they won't deliver narcotics, and they won't deliver certain other medications as well. Like for instance, they won't deliver my gabapentin. They won't deliver that. But it's the funniest thing, but they'll deliver a sleeping pill. So, but certain things they will not deliver. And, but a lot of things they will. Yeah, I don't know if they would deliver insulin or not, especially since, I mean, I'm not diabetic or anything, but I believe those items have to be chilled, right? Kept cold. And I don't know if they would leave something like that on your porch. So I don't know. You would probably just have to check to see. And you could just, if you belong to the app, you can go into the pharmacy app on your Walmart app and see, and you could see if they'll deliver insulin or whatever else, just by playing around with it and seeing what they'll deliver and what they won't. For the most part, I would say they deliver. Again, I know they won't deliver anything that's not a narcotic, and then even like my gabapentin, they won't deliver. So. But it's pretty convenient for stuff that's not, a narcotic. Um, you know, or something like that. So, and so today there was just one medication that I needed, and it wasn't a narcotic. So I went ahead and just had them deliver it today. So it was nice. It was convenient. It wasn't ready yesterday, or we would have just picked it up on our passing through that town. But it was pretty convenient just to, and I've had them deliver it, medications before, and I've never had a problem at all. I've never had a problem at all with Walmart delivering my medicine. It comes in the pharmacy takes care of it. They put it in a plastic bag that's sealed, and they usually will put it in my mailbox, or if I have other groceries, they will stick it in with my other groceries. So it's pretty convenient. Anyway, this is what I've done so far. Not a whole lot. Just put this. I thought this is so cute. It says parcel post here. So cute. I think I'm going to put like maybe a flower or something maybe on here because it's a little plain. Let's see. Let's see what colors on here. So we've got like some gold and some green, obviously, from the leaves. I wonder if this pretty brown, would be pretty. Maybe brown. Got these leaves maybe, or a white. Not sure what color I want to put on there. Got this really pretty, like a gold color. It's kind of pretty. I don't know. I might do this gold maybe. And I think I'm going to put probably one of these white pearls maybe in the middle. See, it'll look like that. The little pearl in the middle. That's neat, Jeff. That's really neat. I love that. That little pocket idea on photo albums. That's pretty interesting and very creative. So I put this little flower down here at the bottom. Just down there at the bottom. I'm thinking, I don't really feel like it needs, a whole lot because it's pretty kind of busy with this parcel post paper that I put on the outside. But I do want to make, and I hope that I don't hurt anyone's ears. So if anyone is sensitive to noise, please lower your volume now, because this punch is probably going to make a little bit of noise. Thank you.
Oh, I think maybe it's just a bump.
You fixed me. Do I need to click this too?
What?
This.
No, you're back up there.
Okay, perfect. Hi, you guys. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Nope, there's a technical difficulty. Cat came in.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so if anybody's sensitive to noise, please plug your ears or whatever, because this is going to probably make a little bit of a noise. Sorry if that was loud to anybody's ears. But I made these two little tags. Just did Art Lady. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why, but the sound and the picture went away for just a moment, so I do apologize. Anyway, I made these two little tags. I'm going to stick them in here. And that's probably all I'm going to do on this particular. Again, I'm not decorating the back here because this is going to be glued inside of a journal. So only this side's going to be accessible, basically, in this little pocket here. I may leave this flap. I may cut it off. I'm even thinking maybe I'm wondering if I should decorate this flap. I may or may not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking I'm kind of leaning towards it. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe decorating that flap because Kind of looks weird. Kind of looks naked to me. So I'm thinking possibly I have these doilies, these paper doilies. I'm sorry, there's going to be a lot of crinkling of paper sounds and all of that. And I'm sorry if it's bothering anybody's ears. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I may try gluing this doily edge onto this flap of this envelope. You need glue that on there and see how that looks. Let me check. I just want to make sure nobody's saying anything. Let's see here. So I may glue this onto here. I may do that. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know how that will look. But there's only one way to know, and that is to just do it. That is just to do it. Right? That's the only way to know if something is going to look okay or not, is to just do it. And if it doesn't, well, then oh well. You can either take it apart or whatever, or throw it in the trash. uh, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't really want to cut it too close. So I'm going to leave a little bit of this here and glue it down into the back. And I think that'll be fine. Okay, let's see here. There's a little bit of a edge hanging here off the side, so we're just going to snip that off. And I don't know how that looks. I think it's okay. It looks kind of cute. It gave it a little bit more interest here at the top. This is the back, so we really don't care what that looks like. But it does need to dry. It needs to dry. The glue needs to dry. But anyway, that's what that looks like. You know? Thank you. Thank you, Mommy Mars. Thank you, Carrie. So Mommy Mars says, did anyone hear about the boy who fished a piranha in a Pennsylvania lake? I have not heard anything about that, Mommy Mars. Hi, Nanya. Good to see you. And what? I'm not quite sure if I know what you're talking about. You said you've ordered 70% of your supply list, Twisted Lady? Twisted Heart Lady? I'm not sure. So far, you guys, so far I've only made this one thing here, which is to put tags in or little pieces of paper into this envelope here. This part of it's going to get glued down into a book, into a journal. So this is the little envelope that I made for those that maybe just came in. Okay, I think that I'm going to try to maybe make a bigger one this time, maybe using one of these bigger envelopes here, probably. I really do like this paper, but I also was eyeballing the other side, the back side here too. But anyway, but I think I'm going to use something else. I think I may use some of this paper here. That's pretty cute. Just need to maybe pick one out. There's so many cute ones here, it's hard for me to decide which one to use. They're all so cute. Thank you, Nanya. Oh, okay. Thank you, Twisted Art Lady, for letting me know. Yeah, I'm not sure though which of these that I want to use. They're all so pretty. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one here. So is there anything in particular that you guys want to talk about? Anything you want to ask? I think this one I'm probably going to end up I don't know. I may just decorate this end here because you won't be able to see. No, it's not been raining here. Mm-mm. Have you been getting any rain? Hi, Pebbles. Hi, good to see you. Happy you're here. With this heat, though, I will tell you that I am looking forward to fall. It can't come quick enough for me. I really don't care for this heat very much. I just, I don't care for it. Yeah, I really don't care for it very much. Yeah, I don't really care for it too much. I know some people probably feel the opposite of me. Like they don't like, fall and winter, but they don't mind the heat very much. Some people really like the heat a lot. I've known people in my lifetime that really, really like the heat, And, but there's a difference too between hot and then when you throw humidity into that, it just it makes heat a whole lot different when you throw humidity into that too. Because definitely the heat here is different than the heat that I experienced in California. I mean, we had humidity, but nothing like this. Nothing like here. Oh wow, Mommy Mars. Yeah, I totally understand that, Pebbles. Yeah, it's hot. It's miserable, and I feel bad for anyone that has to, you know, work in this heat outside. I mean, that's got to be really rough. I don't know how people do it, to be honest with you. I really don't. And I also feel bad for animals that have to live their life outside and don't ever get to come inside. And that also makes me sad. I don't even like to think about it. Um, and of course, I also feel badly for, people that are homeless and are out in this kind of heat. It's got to be rough, really, really rough. So, anyway, this is so far, and I'm not thinking that I'm going to put, unless I cut this flap off, well, I'd probably decorate right here. I probably won't, but I'm thinking of leaving the flap there and maybe decorating this flap on here. And I'm thinking of going in with maybe some of this really pretty blue lace that I have. Maybe it's so pretty. Or maybe some of this pink, maybe. And I have this pink as well, which is a little bit different. This is more peachy pink, I would say. I also have that I could maybe use. Or this one here. This one's pretty. This one's kind of stretchy. I'm not sure. I don't really want to use black. I have this really pretty silver one with pearls. I have this that's kind of thinner with little rosettes. Like little rosettes. I'm leaning towards this one maybe. Or one of the pink ones. Let's see. Let me check. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. Oh, you guys are funny. Let's see here. Thinking. Sorry, you guys, I'm thinking. to see if I could tell what's the front and the back on here, but really can't tell. Really can't tell what's the front and what's the back, so I don't think it matters. So, does anybody have any weekend plans? Going anywhere, doing anything? My brother and I are planning on, last night at dinner, my brother said that he would like to make some dinner. So he went today and got the ingredients after his doctor's appointment, and he's making pepper steak tomorrow for us. He's going to be making pepper steak with a recipe that I guess he's used and made before. And I just thought it was so cute last night when he said, that he wanted to do, make something. I was just thrilled by that. And then this morning when him and I were talking, or this afternoon, I wanted to know if he wanted me to get it started for him in the morning, but he was like, oh, no, it only needs to cook for just a few hours, and that, that we're going to make it together. And so I really love that, and I hope he does more of that, does more wanting to make things. So, my brother barbecues a lot for us and stuff like that, but as far as like anything else, he's not really done that. So, I'm really excited for him to do that. So, this is what I've added. I've added this stretchy lace onto this envelope flap. That's really nice, Pebbles. That's wonderful. And you're having a boys' weekend this Saturday. Okay. So you were thinking of having a Discord get together, Carrie? Thank you, Nanya. I hope you have a good time, Pebbles, and getting to see your granddaughter. That's lovely. Now, I'm wanting to add some flowers maybe or something up here at the top of here because it's kind of plain. But we also have to remember that this is going to go inside of a journal. So, therefore, as much as I would love to use something that has like, some height to it here, if we used something like this, then then the journal wouldn't be able to close and lay flat. And so can't really do that. I mean, you could, um, but and sometimes I still do that, even though the journal won't, be able to lay flat because obviously this has some, height to it. Is this is a paper flower, and it's definitely not flat. It's raised. It's really pretty, but that's the only bad thing with using these is they're not flat. Let's see. Kind of maybe wanting to put some flowers there, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm just looking for some flowers. I'm sorry for getting quiet. Also, trying to think of some other things to talk about. I don't know what kind of, if I want to put just one flower there in the middle, maybe, or maybe up here on the sides. I don't know. Um, and I think instead of gluing a center down, I think we will use one of these brads. And in the old days, I think they used to call these paper fasteners. I think that's what they used to call these. But now the paper fasteners are more fancy, and have been for years. But and I think I showed you guys the other day. I have tons of brads, and this isn't even all of them. I have lots of them. But what it is this part here would go into the paper and then go this way so that it could stay into the paper. And that's what a brad is. And they come in all different shapes, sizes, colors, you name it, they probably have it. There's some places that just sell like brads online, and they literally have probably most themes that you could think of. And I have tons of different ones. I have some that have letters on them. I have some that are, for like, um, like baby boy themed and baby girl themed. And I have flowers. And like, here's one. This is a very decorative one here that's a flower shape, but it's a brad. There's a paper fastening part here on the back. But here's one. Here's the thing on the back, and it is a butterfly. You don't like Brad? Why? You're silly. You are silly, Phil. Well, I think I'm going to use this pink Brad. I'm going to, sorry, I keep doing things off where you guys can't see. And it's definitely not intentional, but so I'm holding these two flowers together basically. Now I could poke this through the paper, but then it would look ugly over here on this side here. Now if I was going to cover this up with paper, I could hide it. But what I'm going to do is, see, I used it as a flower center. See, I used it as the center of the flower. I used this brad to hold these flowers that I've layered one over the other. And I don't know, I may put that up here maybe in the center. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not feeling very creative tonight. I'm not. I mean, but I am having a good time. I am having fun with all of you guys here. And I don't know, I might glue it onto here. Maybe I'll glue it there. I don't know, I wish I had like a fun story or something to share with you guys. I mean, I have lots of stories I could probably tell. Real stories from my own personal, things in my life, I suppose. Um, so that's what I have with that. And I'm probably not going to add anything else on here. Probably not. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I like it. It's cute. I should have maybe done something up here. I thought about even painting up here, but then, it'd have to dry and all that. And I could have probably used my um, my Martha Stewart heat gun. I could have used my heat gun. I know this probably looks like something else, but it's not. I just realized it. I'm sorry. That struck me as funny. It's a heat gun. There's a little stand for it. It stands up, and yeah, it's a heat gun. So, like for instance, if you have anything that needs to dry, like paint or anything, or heck, you could use it for your nails or whatever. But this is for crafting, and yeah. Well, I suppose you could probably use it as a blow dryer. It really blows out some hot air. Some people blow out enough hot air they don't need a hair dryer. I guess maybe blow out enough hot air of their own. So I don't know if I'll do one more or what I'm gonna do. I feel like I was gonna maybe I might just um, spend the last however many minutes talking to you guys, or maybe sharing some things with you guys that I purchased not terribly long ago. I'm sure they're still available on Amazon, and I think I may do that if you guys are interested. I know that some of you may be interested because some of you I know share like the like of some things like I do, and um, so I think I'm going to do that of some items that I purchased off of Amazon and that I thought were really, really cute. So if you guys just give me a moment, I have them here, but let me straighten out some of the stuff first so that I can show them to you properly with more room. So just give me just a moment. Definitely don't like messy messes. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way because I need a little bit of room to show you guys something. If you're interested, again, like I said. But I probably will. This will be the end of the crafting for this evening, probably. Just because I almost feel like I'm not really into it tonight. And I think I'm a little bit tired, probably. I'm thinking that's what the problem probably is. I'm a little bit tired. And I may get off of here and get my second wind. Who knows? But for now, I do feel kind of sleepy. So the first thing I want to show you guys, and there's a few things I want to show you guys. I believe that there's a few. Just give me just a moment to get my bearings here. This one I wanted to show you guys. Oh. Just a moment. Just a little moment. Okay, yes, there's a few things I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, the first one I'm gonna show you. Let me check the But if you see this cute cover, I'm sure you guys are seeing it, and it is adorable. It's um, they're replicas, if you will, of vintage Valentines. But anyway, this I purchased on Amazon, and I'm sure that you can still purchase this if anyone's interested. but they are basically Valentine's to make, envelopes too. It says, happy hours of fun waiting for you. Lovely Valentines. These are punch out Valentines. And I believe this was $5.99. And it is by Golden Books, I believe. But $5.99, $7.99 in Canada. This is the cover. And then inside here, yeah, see a Golden Book. Inside here are punch out Valentine's Day cards. So you punch these out. So they punch out very easily here. And I'll give you guys a moment to look at them. On the back, there's area obviously for you to write like to and from and stuff like that. But aren't these adorable? Aren't these so cute? These are so cute. So some of them are a little bit more decorative on the back. These are the backs. And these are the envelopes for you to make, to put together. And then here's some more of the cards. Look how cute this one is with the kitty cats. Oh, goodness. Makes me want to squeal. It's so cute. I love that with the kitty cats. It's so cute. And then there's these cute ones with the little doggies. So cute, so cute. And then even on the back, there's more. Even these little hearts here are punch out. And then this one is so cute. Look at this one here. It's so cute. Very, very cute. I really love this. And it's going to be hard for me to use this. I've had this for several months now. And I'm not, yet used it or done anything with it. I'm wanting to make a Valentine junk journal. And so I will probably use some of these in my Valentine junk journal, as well as some real vintage Valentine Day cards as well, probably, and also some Valentine vintage Valentine postcards that I have as well. I will probably use in my Valentine junk journal, probably, that I'm going to make. So, but anyway, these are so cute. And again, I got these on Amazon, and really, really cute. I really love them a lot. So that is one of the things I purchased. And then sticking with the Valentine theme, I'll show you these ones first. These ones are the Valentine Ephemera Cut and Create. And it's by this person, Sweet Pea Curiosities. Probably if you looked up that name on Amazon, you would probably find this. The cover is absolutely adorable with all the little boys and the little girls. So cute. The back of it is just all these cute little hearts, Sweet Pea Curiosities right here for anyone that's interested. So I will do a flip through of this for you guys if you guys are interested. Hopefully you are. I think some of you might be. Some of you that might be interested in these sort of things. Now remember the other day when I mentioned fussy cutting? This is what I would consider fussy cutting, is cutting out all of these to use. That is what I call fussy cutting. Because, there'll be a lot of fussing. There might even be some cussing probably in there too, when I mess up and cut through, something. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually pretty good at cutting, and I prefer to use small scissors. These ones are my favorite. that I love to use for fussy cutting. And these are American Craft scissors. They are very sharp. They're very sharp with this very, very pointy. And these, in my opinion, are very good for fussy cutting. I don't like to use big scissors for fussy cutting. Um, Typically, I don't. I will, but I prefer to use these little ones. And these ones, again, are really, really sharp. And I've had these for a really long time. And I have a couple pairs. I actually bought these at Tuesday Morning, which closed up some time ago. And I wish I could have gotten some more of these, although I could probably get them on American Crafts website, probably. Anyway, so here is the first page, and so cute. So cute. Again, you have to cut these out. And then the back of them all, I think, is this heart. These hearts on the back. But look how adorable this is, you guys. It is so cute. It's almost too cute to cut up. But I will be doing that, and I will be using these. So, but this little girl and this little boy in here is just adorable. And the roses and the little lockets, and yeah, really, really cute. The detail on here is just yeah, really cute. I love the little strawberries down here. But yeah, the details on this stuff is just so fabulous. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Hi, Black Eagle. I hope I haven't missed anything anybody has said, but oh my goodness, so look how cute these are. These are just so cute. So all of these, images can be cut out and used how you like. You would have to use, glue or something, obviously, to tack them down. Anyway, these images are so cute, in my opinion. They're just really, really cute. Well, these aren't paper dolls. These are more like what they would call like ephemera for junk journaling. Although, I suppose if you wanted to, you could probably cut these out and reinforce them by, because this is pretty thin paper, reinforce them by putting them on some cardboard. And you could very well make some paper dolls with these. And as you can see, I've already used some of these. I've already cut something out here and used it. But yeah. I do think these are just so precious. They're just so cute. And I probably will look and see what else this seller has, and see if she has some different ones out now, or if there's another theme. I also wouldn't mind like Halloween, maybe some Halloween ephemera, maybe. But it has to be certain kind. I'm not really into like, blood and gore and monsters and I don't know. But anyway, that's that one. And the next one that I have, well, I have two more books to show you. And both of them happen to be cats. And I think I'll show you this one first. This one here is Vintage Cat and Sweaters Ephemera Scrapbook Paper. So this one is more like, they're saying scrapbook paper, but these are basically the same as the other where they're cutouts, where you're cutting them out. These are all cats that are wearing sweaters and clothes and those sort of thing with a more of a Christmas type theme to it. But super duper adorable. I mean, so cute. But yes, you have to fussy cut these out. This paper is pretty thin, and again, you could use these. You can make paper dolls with these these cats. The only thing I don't like about what this person has done here is I don't like this at all. And I don't know what her name or his name or whoever this is. I'd have to look to see. I'm sorry, I probably lost my place of where I was at. Do you see what they've done here? Is they have, instead of making the other side blank, so in other words, if I cut this cat out, then I'm going to be cutting through this one. So I don't know if I really care for that very much. So it's like you have to use one or the other. But anyway, it's still very cute. And there's tons of cats in here. And they're all wearing sweaters and dresses and hats. And this one over here is in a sleigh having a great time. He's having a great time over here. And some of them are wearing boots and earmuffs and so cute. I mean, it's really precious. The images are adorable. And the only thing I don't like I said, is that it should be blank paper on the back, because if you use this one, then you can't use that one, if you were going to glue it down onto something. So I really don't care for that part of it. But other than that, it's really cute and very, very precious. Yes, I could do that. So that way I could scan them. Yes. Yes, use them into play. That would be cute, wouldn't it? But yes, they're so cute. I really love them. And I'm planning on using some of these as well. I'm not sure exactly for what. I was almost thinking this would be a cute idea, is I will cut these out and put some heavy duty, cardstock on the back, cut out in the same shape, and use them as Christmas gift tags on gifts. So I could see something like that being done. I can cut out, red, green, whatever paper to glue onto the back of the whole, so you would cut it out in the same shape, and then use a hole puncher to punch a hole out, put a ribbon through it, and then make gift tags with them. And yes, you would definitely need to use, some good cardstock on the back to give them some stability. Um, But I think that would be a really cute idea to use them as gift tags. It would be very, not like anybody else's, and but wouldn't these make cute gift tags on a little gift? Wouldn't that be cute to be hanging like off of like a little gift bag? So I'm thinking of doing that this year. Is maybe make some little gift tags. This one here is so precious to me. Look how cute that is. And that cute little sweet little, so cute. This one here looks like, this one here reminds me of our marmalade, of our orange kitty marmalade. Or this one here looks kind of like marmalade when he was a little baby. But anyway, I wanted to share these with you guys. So, if anybody's interested, and if you are interested in them and purchasing them, and you're unable to find them on Amazon, if you want, you can contact me and I can try to help you find them. This one here reminds me of our opal right here, of our black kitty opal. And here's our marmalade again, wearing his little sweater. So cute. But anyway, that's adorable, I think. So cute. And I have one last one to show you guys that also, ironically enough, is also cat themed. And this one is called Victorian Cats and Roses Junk Journal Pages and Ephemera. This is what the front of it looks like. Here's what the back of it looks like. And I will just do a quick well, I don't want to do it too quickly. You guys can't see it, but I will go through this one as well. So here we go. This is the first page here. Look how cute these cats look, all dressed up in their little top hats and their little dresses. It's blank on the back, so that's good. And then this is just paper, and so this one is, different paper, and so you could use this, this paper. It's kind of thin, but you could still use that. And then look at these. It's like family, cat family photos. I'm actually getting into making like my little shadow boxes and stuff like that, little scenes with shadow boxes. And I bought these little frames, and how cute would it be to cut one of these out, these smaller ones, and put it in a little frame and then hang that up in one of the little scenes of my shadow boxes. I think that would be adorable. So I'm definitely planning on doing that. I will definitely be doing that. I've been trying to collect more items so to make some more shadow boxes, and I think I will be planning to do that probably. Maybe if I can gather more stuff and get everything ready, maybe the next time I go live, maybe we can start on the shadow boxes. Maybe that's possible. I usually like to pick a theme and go with that, like Christmas or Halloween or something like that to do. But basically, you use items that you would typically use for like dollhouse miniatures. So let's see. So here's some bigger pictures of cats wearing clothes. But these are just so precious to me. And then here's some more decorative paper to be used however you want to use. You can use it to make a card or whatever. But these are so stinking cute. More paper. These are so cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, depending on what theme I do, I will probably use some of those smaller ones and put them in little frames to hang up inside in my little, when I do like little scenery, like of like a living room or something like that, or a bedroom, then why not have like a cute little framed kitty cat, like especially the one that looks like a family photo. I think that would be really funny. So, and then these are like little tags. So you can cut this out. And again, you could always glue, um, you know, uh, some cardboard or something, or some, cardstock or something on the back to make these more sturdy. And, you can use these in your junk journals. You can use these for a gift package. Somebody that likes cats. But some of these are just so cute. They're really, really cute. Look, this is like a little family photo. You see that? Look at this one. Makes me laugh. Look, see, like a little family photo. And these ones too also could be, cut out and then cut out with some cardstock on the back. And yeah, you could use these as um, like little gift tags. I mean, that's probably what I would use them for. Either gift tags or just some tags in my journals or something like that, probably. So cute. And then here's some more. These ones are actually cut like tickets. See how they're cut, kind of have a notch out at the end? So like a ticket. Sorry, I'm going all back and forth, but that's how the papers are in this book. They have some one way and they have some another way. But some of these are just so cute. Like, look, thank you. Yes, you can use them as snail mail. I used to belong to, when I lived in California, several snail mail groups where we would mail each other little things back and forth. It was so fun. I miss actually doing that. Stickers, little things. Yeah, see, like all of these here, these could all be used and put in like little frames to use in my sceneries, my little, my little shadow boxes. Okay, we're gonna go this way again. So I think that might be it. Maybe that was it. Gosh. So those were fun showing you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, looking at those. I really enjoyed showing them to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at those. I'm probably going to end this, but I just wanted to thank each and every one of you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone had fun. I did. And maybe when I go live this next time, we could work on some shadow boxes. If that's the case, then I have prep work to do before then because I usually like painting. I like painting them usually, depending on which shadow box I use. So I would need some time to do the painting and for them to dry. But it's definitely doable. I can definitely do that. And so I hope everybody had fun. I certainly did. And I hope everybody has a good evening. And I will be talking to you guys all soon, okay? Everyone take care and have a good night. And thank you for stopping by. Bye for now.